Right, joining me now is the senior coach of the Maitland Saints, David Ross. David, welcome.
Thank you, Gary.
First year with the Maitland Saints. Got them rolling along pretty well. 5 wins, 2 losses. Just sitting outside the top 4 at the moment. How have you judged the start?
It's about where I expected us to be. We've had some quality players come over to us this year, but probably our depth isn't as good as what I'd like. But having said that, a few of the younger kids are coming through. We've played a few 17s for the start of this season, and we'll continue to do that for the rest of the year. So we've got a pretty good block of under 17s kids coming through. So we'll give them every chance this year to play senior footy.
You've come across from coaching Nelson Bay in the Black Diamond Cup last year. From going back to First Division, what have you found the difference?
Probably just the pace. Yeah, I mean the Black Diamond's a lot quicker, a lot bigger bodies, and probably just generally experience-wise, we've got a couple of blokes that have played Black Diamond, but all in all, I think we've only got maybe the 2 or the 3 that have actually played that standard. So yeah, it's a bit of a learning curve for the boys, I suppose, and for me. I'm just trying to get them up to a BDAFL, like a Premier League standard. So I think training has changed a bit for them compared to years gone by. So it's just something we're working on week to week. Structures, I think, were pretty much non-existent until I got here. So we've been working a fair bit on that. And look, the boys are starting to pick it up, and hopefully by the end of the year they should have it down pat.
So what do you believe the keys are for the club to become a Black Diamond Cup side?
Just depth. It just comes down to depth. We've got the quality. We've got the 6 or 7 really good quality players. But it's just the rest, getting those other blokes up to that standard. And unfortunately, that drop back to second division, even from First Division, is a huge drop. And we just probably haven't got the depth there yet. Having said that, as I said before, a few of these kids we've got coming through that will probably be 18 to 17 next year. I'm pretty confident and sure that they'll carry themselves pretty well going into Premier League if it does happen in the next few years.
You spoke about the under-17s coming through. Who's really impressed you at that level?
Riley Newstead, he's come through and he's been fantastic. He's picked the game up really well. Dion Graham's another one that we've played a bit. He's improving every week. The other one was Lockie Norris. Fortunately, he got injured the first game, so he'll probably come in again in the next few weeks. So there's another few there that we'll probably try over the next few weeks. I'll just have to speak to our under-17s coach and see who he thinks is ready, but we've got an eye on a few that will probably come through and have a few games before the year's out.
Had 7 games in. Obviously, you got finals in your mind. There's no doubt about that. Who do you reckon's a side that's really going to challenge?
Look, probably Singleton. Singleton are very similar to what they were in, I think it was 2012 when they won the First Division. They actually beat us at Nelson Bay. They're fairly similar this year to what they were back then. And obviously Newcastle City. I mean, they're Premier League side. They're going to get a heap come back through that have probably played Premier for most of the year that are going to drop back to First Division. So I dare say their side that we played on the weekend will change a lot when it comes finals time.
Good on you, Rossi. Thanks very much, mate. You're going to be there and thereabouts at the end, mate, and I look forward to having you in the Black Diamond Cup sooner rather than later.
All right. Cheers, Gary. Thanks for that.
There was David Ross, senior coach of the Maitland Saints.